Yes guys, hope you're all well. In this video, I'm going to be analysing the potential setups that we could see throughout the week and the market direction for the week ahead for X amount of pairs that I've analysed in the charts today. So we're starting off with GBP NZD. So if we start off on the higher timeframes, as always, that should be a must. On the daily time frame, we can see that we are in a slight consolidation phase here. But if we look here and we look at the resistance zones here, we can see that every time we are below this resistance zone, we are resisting. Every time we are above, we are resisting. So we have come above here, resisted, come above, resisted, resisted. So we can expect this resistance zone to help bounce price up and target further liquidity and make a higher high on a higher time frame. So if we come down to the 4-hour time frame, now on this pair, I would like to see a change of character from this zone on the 4-hour time frame. So maybe on Monday or Tuesday we can hopefully get that, and we can get a push up here, which will obviously mean that we need to change our fib to the new high, and then simply mark out the fib once we get that change of character on the 4-hour time frame, and then look for a retracement within that fib and target these points of interest up here, these liquidity zones. And I think this could be a really nice setup for the week ahead. So moving on to GBP CHF. Now, again, using heavy resistance zones on the higher time frame. I mean, look at this one. It speaks for itself. We've tapped in multiple times. When we're underneath, we're resisting. We haven't broken above yet. Well, we broke above slightly here, but we resisted straight away. So we can expect price to retrace into this resistance zone to push further down. Now, on the daily time frame, we are still on an uptrend. So potentially on Monday or Tuesday, we could see a change of character to the downside. However, I don't think it's necessary. On the 4-hour time frame, we can see that we've had a really strong push to the downside. And I would simply like to see a retracement into this zone, because this Fibonacci zone here is inside this already heavy resistance zone. So it gives us two confluences in one. And with this strong downwards move, I can definitely expect price to retrace, bounce off of that, and target further liquidity down here. So obviously look for whatever setups you guys use, whatever models you use, look for those within this Fibonacci retracement zone here. So that is GBP CHF. Moving on to GBP JPY, we can see on the daily time frame we're on a really nice downtrend, creating lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. So we can create another lower low. We can expect to create another lower low further down here and target this really nice point of liquidity down here. So if we come down the time frames, we can see, well, on this time frame here, on the daily, we can see mark out this resistance zone here. When we're above, we're resisting off of it, above, resisting off of it, above, resisting off of it. And then we break through here and we break through again, and we haven't resisted off it. So we can expect a resist off of here. But obviously look for your confluences, whatever they may be. But on the 4-hour time frame, again, we're on a really nice downtrend. We've had a really strong energetic move through this resistance zone. So I can expect price here to tap back into this Fibonacci retracement zone within the resistance zone to then push further down, seeking this liquidity, creating lower lows on the higher time frames. So that is what I can expect to see on GBP JPY. Now on Euro USD, onto the USD pairs, which is what most people are trading. If we come onto higher time frames, on the daily time frame here, we can see we are on an uptrend, creating higher highs, higher lows. So we can expect to create a high, another higher high, higher low, etc. So again, clear buys here. On the 4-hour time frame, again, change of character to the upside here, creating a lower low here. And we have in fact already tapped into the zone which I marked out at the end of last week, which I wanted to tap into. I haven't taken a trade here. So I would like to see potentially another sweep here. It might go without us, but if we can sweep this liquidity here and potentially get some entry models here, we can look to target liquidity up here, or even this monthly imbalance up here. I'll just show you that on the monthly time frame to make it clear. We can see price is probably seeking this zone on the very high time frame on the monthly. So we can look for buys up to that So I'll just come down to the time frame again. It was on the hourly. So yeah, this is a really nice retracement here into this zone. Hopefully it doesn't go without us. But yeah, we can look for hopefully a sweep here and a push towards this liquidity here, or this monthly imbalance up here. Now moving on to its very similar pair, GBP USD, moves very similarly. However, this one hasn't tapped into this point of interest on this 4-hour move, which is what I'm marking out on the fib, this 4-hour move. And then I come down to the hourly for my entry confirmations. So yeah, hopefully this one, they both move very similarly for people who don't know. So hopefully this, if this moves down here, that will allow EU to also move down, sweeping that point of liquidity, with this one also tapping into this zone and potentially seeking further, with a monthly imbalance on this pair as well to target at a later stage. So yeah, it's very similar to EU. Again, daily on a really nice uptrend. So we want to continue that trend. 4-hour, again, uptrend, higher high, higher low, hopefully within this zone here, to then push higher and seek further liquidity. And moving on to the final pair is USD CAD. So here we can see we have had a strong move downwards, changing character, creating a lower low down here on the weekly time frame, showing that we have had a change of move in direction to the downside, with the daily time frame creating lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. So hopefully we can get a sweep of these equal highs here on the daily within this Fibonacci retracement within the 0.5 and 0.618 zone. Hopefully we can get a retracement within this zone, sweeping these highs and potentially targeting these further liquidity points down here with these equal lows here. So that is what I'd like to see on USD CAD. So I hope this helps, boys. Let me know in the comments down below if these videos help, and I'll do them all the time. If you don't already, check out my TikTok, WillGFX. I do a lot of videos on there helping people out. Whatever videos you want me to do, boys, drop them down below and I'll make them. Cheers.